Okay, I thought I'd make this quick video, y'all, because kind of help y'all understand, man. I just got on the phone with one of my partners from YouTube, and he was telling me about how he was in some Zoom meeting or some type of meeting or whatever. Well, somebody was teaching about doing a name change decree, and I was kind of telling him about my experience with doing that because I went down that rabbit hole. I don't understand why anybody would get a name change decree. Like, they're trying to get away from the straw man. They don't want to be called by the name of the estate in all caps. So you're thinking you're going to get a name change decree where you're called something else. However, the estate is still attached to you anyway, because you're always, they're still going to, it's the name of your estate. It's just your first business. And that's the name on the certificate of live birth. They're not going to change that. That's a permanent record. They're not going to change it. So you can be called something else. This is what y'all got to understand when you get a name change decree. And I had to learn this for myself, and I'm going to share my experience with y'all in a second. About a name change decree, it's the name of the name. It's the name that you're going to do business with. If you getting a name change decree, the only thing you're doing is changing legally what your legal name is. And it's the name that you're going to be operating in commerce. You can get your name changed and change your name to Bugs Bunny if you want to. And you get it changed to Bugs Bunny, you probably won't be able to, because I'm sure that's copywritten, but you get what I'm talking about. You can name it, you can name yourself whatever you want to name yourself. They change, and you get a decree. That's just your new straw man. You just got another straw man. It's not gonna change anything as far as like the body attachment. They're gonna attach your name to a name. They're gonna attach an estate to you, and they're gonna use that name that they're using to identify you with that estate. Okay? Now, I'm gonna show y'all something. This is actually a record right here. As y'all can see, it's been file stamped. Okay, you can look that up in the Muskogee County. You can find this in Muskogee County. What the hell is that flying around hitting me? But you can find this in Muskogee County. As you see, it's file stamped. This is actually a record of a decree that I have back when I was living in my hometown. Okay, which is Muskogee County. It was a certified copy. This is a copy of a certified copy. Okay, I call myself was using it in a court case. Now, I'm gonna show y'all the pages. When I first received the information back in 2020, this is when I got this decree. I got the decree back in 2020 when the pandemic first started. Okay, now, final decree of name change. As you see, it's a final decree of name change. Okay. When I first tried it, as a matter of fact, I tried it in my hometown where I was living at the time. I had two residences. I'm gonna say I had two residences. Okay, two places where I would dwell. I don't want to use residence. Y'all get the point. But I had to go to another county to get it done. Bottom line, I got it done. Now, this is the decree. I got an exemplified copy. That's where you get the clerk to sign off on it and the judge. That's exemplification right there. You got all those signatures on there. Okay? I went and did that. I paid a few extra bucks for it, and I got like 3 of them. One of them I sent to Vital Records to try to get my name styled in its proper style. Because according to I learned this from this lady. Her name, she goes by Trial Error, something like that. Trial Error. She got all these videos out here about doing a name change decree, and I was listening to that stuff back then, and I was all in it. I studied them videos left and right. Got the name change. You got the petition itself attached to it. On top of that is verified. That's the verification. You got to have that attached to your petition. And on top of that, I had what is called an ecclesiastical deed poll. It's a name change, it's a deed poll. It's supposedly, you can name it an ecclesiastical deed poll or name change deed poll. I call it a name change deed poll. I had that on there. Okay, I had that on there. Okay, and it was talking about the, Cabinets Diminutio Maxima and all that different stuff, explaining all that stuff and how basically it giving a whole rundown about the meaning of the name in all caps as opposed to being in its proper style. You know, and you want to honor your mother and your father with your bloodline and all. Talking about all that old stuff. So I'm not gonna read this whole thing, but it was a deed poll that I attached to it. It's about what, 2 pages long, and it's also verified. 2-page long deed poll, and it's also verified as well. Okay, so I attached that to my actual petition. Went before a judge. It literally lasted maybe 3 minutes. He didn't give me no flap. He spelled my name, the name out how I wanted it. I wanted it in its proper style. He spelled it capital M, lowercase o, lowercase e, went all the way down. Okay. And I got the depot. I got the as you see right here on the actual decree. That's where they had my name styled. See out there in its proper file, in its proper style. I got that. Some people want to do it in all small letters, and some people want to do, last name, comma, first, middle, all this different stuff. These depots don't do shit, okay? They don't do shit. When they come to commerce, this is the name you're doing in commerce, okay? This is the name you're doing in commerce. Now, the reason I did that, this is how it was before I actually show y'all right here. So y'all, I'm gonna block out some of my important, some of the stuff. Probably don't even know how y'all see it anyway. You see my name right here. See right there? In its proper style. Michael and Eugene are both, proper style. Rose one is in all caps. And so I thought I would use my decree to get it in its proper style. The last name as well. This was the result. This was the result. Next time I ordered another, this is what it looked like. This is what they do here in Georgia. They did my son the same way. His is in all caps. Keep in mind this, and then it took me understanding, and it shows at the bottom any amendment that takes place with your stuff. That's exactly what they do. They'll put in the amendments at the bottom, and all they did was just put the name in all caps. All of it is in all caps now. So if I hadn't messed with it, it wouldn't have hurt nothing. It wouldn't have changed nothing. Now, so recently I had another one done. This is a new amendment where I got to mail this back tomorrow anyway, because I had them to change this is a side note. My father's birthday is in October, but they had on the one I just showed y'all, the old one, had it in September, but his birthday is in October. So I had them to change it. So they changed they corrected the birthday, but then they changed my mom's last name to Rosewood. I don't know where the fuck they get Rosewood from, but I called them and they told me just mail it back to them and they'll correct it and send me a corrected one. So anyway, that's a side note. But bottom line is, it wasn't until, as you grow, and I don't want to use the word grow because it's insulting. The thing is, as you continue to go through these different experiences with all these different processes that people have on the internet, you're gonna learn this was not designed to identify you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go further. Let's go further. I'm gonna go further, as I gotta show y'all something I found even on the Department of Justice website. Okay, they're showing y'all that this was never used. This was never intended for you to use as identification. I thought most of y'all already knew this, but I thought it's just necessary for me to go ahead and just kind of show y'all this anyway. Since I talked to my partner about this a few minutes ago, and I'm like, you know what? This is old news to me, so I think maybe I need to just do another video about it, because some people are new to my channel and they just kind of learning this stuff, and I can't assume that everybody knows. Okay, I'm going to show y'all. Matter of fact, I might. This is actually on the Department of. See, this is Department of Justice, and they're quoting 18 USC. Section 1028. Okay, I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna be reading this, and I'm gonna try to keep my camera still so y'all can see that. But I don't want to follow it like I normally do like this here, because I read much slower when I do that shit. So I'm just gonna read my computer screen and just hope y'all can just keep up. Section 10 USC of Title 18 designates three special non-federal identification documents and gives them a preferred treatment. Notice a preferred treatment. These three documents, in the absence of a national identification card, national identity card, that could be your passport card. That's what the United States has, are prime means by which an individual establishes his identity in the United States. The three documents are a birth certificate, driver's license, and a personal identification card. A birth certificate is not identified. It says it's not defined. It says not defined in 18 USC 1028 since it's self-explanatory. It says this document is issued by difference. It says it's issued by different agencies in different states and foreign countries. Nevertheless, it represents the official governmental statement by the proper government agency that a person having such name was born on a particular date and a particular place of specific parentage. Obviously, a birth certificate is not intended to actually identify the person who claims such a document pertain to him. See right here? Obviously, a birth certificate is not intended to actually identify the person who claims such document pertains to him. There are a few physical characteristics that remain the same as those at the time of birth. Nevertheless, the birth certificate has become commonly accepted. See, they put it in quotation marks. Commonly accepted as an identification document in this country. It's commonly accepted, but it wasn't the intention of it. Driver's license is not identified in 18 USC 1028. The original purpose of this document, of this governmental issue document, was to state that a particular person was authorized to operate a vehicle upon the public roadways. It was not intended to establish one's identity. See? You see it yourself. It's talking about the driver's license. Okay? Because of the absence of a better document, however, the driver's license eventually has become commonly accepted as a national identity card, quote unquote. Section 1028 covers both domestic as well as foreign government issued driver's license. 10. This is the only thing that's here we go. I'm just going to read it. Personal identification card. It is defined in 18 USC 1028 D4 to mean an identification document issued by a state or local government solely for the purpose of identification. Then they got the periods like that. Anyway, this definition would appear to limit such documents to those issued by domestic within the United States governmental entities, in contrast to the first two, the birth certificate and driver's license. They say in contrast, which means this was for the purpose of identifying yourself. Those two were not. The birth certificate and driver's license were not intended to identify yourself. So when you give them a driver's license, you tell them that is you. But anyway, if you giving it to them to identify yourself, but it's commonly accepted, just like it says, commonly accepted, as you see it for yourself. Let me finish reading the rest of it. This document is normally issued by a state department of motor vehicles to provide an identification document for those who do not, for some reason, obtain a driver's license. In 1979, the National Committee on Uniform Traffic Laws and Ordinances, authors of the Uniform Vehicle Code (UVC) provided for the issuance of identification cards for non-drivers and restrictions on the unlawful use of those of such cars. The UVC, which serves as the model state code for vehicular matters, defines a personal identification card as a document used by the Department of Motor Vehicles for sole purpose of identifying the bearer and not authorized for the use as a driver's license. UVC subsection 1-156 in 1987. But as you can see, These damn birth certificate is not supposed to be used to identify you. So stop getting these damn name change decrees thinking you're going to use them to get your certificate of live birth in its proper style. It's not going to damn happen. And that's not what it's for. Okay? This is the name of your entity. This is the name of your legal name. This is the name of your first business. This is the name of your estate. Okay? This is not you. You're supposed to take control of your estate. You're supposed to do business with your estate. Understand that and stop identifying yourself with this certificate of live birth. Understand what it is and use it properly. Things will turn out a hell of a lot better for you. But I just thought I'd make this video for you. Hopefully you liked and subscribed already. Hit the notification bell so you'll get the next, video. They'll notify you as soon as I drop it. And we'll see y'all in the next video. Emerald signing out.